Hello, we are back in Port St. Lucie, round 2, looking for the Devil's Tree. Last time we turned too soon. We saw that sign that says beware of alligator, and we immediately turned left. But we found a map today that shows us to go straight, so we're gonna go straight and see if we can find this tree. We found the Devil's Tree. It is magnificently huge and old. They named it the Devil's Tree because they say that the front of the tree from this side looks like a goat's face with horns and all the evil shit that was done here. So if you see that little short branch here, right here above, almost directly above the short branch, that's the branch that I'm assuming that these girls were tied to when they were tortured. This man, who was a police officer, I'm not saying all cops are bad, but he brought these girls here, 2 of them, 16 years old and 17 years old, and he tortured them repeatedly and raped them repeatedly and eventually buried their bodies near the tree. This is the area that I would say that is awful, not necessarily the tree. Back there, there's like a structure that we're gonna go look at, but it's like a concrete structure that's broken down. That's where I feel like it's super icky and evil, not as much as this tree. There's no type of devil worshiping that I can see or feel here at all, but there's been a few spots in this tree where they fill because kids have gotten stuck in those holes. There's stories where people have cut pieces of the tree and taken them home and gotten in car accidents on the way home. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Or is the tree really evil? Through there is way scarier than this tree. I feel like the torture and the perversions and the sickness and the hurtful, torturous, mean things that happened to these 2 specific girls happened here. So it is a nasty place. There's horrible, horrible, horrible thoughts and experiences and feelings here that last a lot longer than you would think. The branch is cut off, but they were tied to this tree while this man went and prepared some type of super torture chamber to rape and mutilate them before he buried them, which is right behind me where I'm standing. But this tree is not at fault. I am here to prove and disprove to everyone in the world haunted places and what they're really about, and get the real story out there. Allegedly, people have taken a little piece of this tree with them and gotten into terrible accidents after. Nobody's died, but they've been in terrible accidents. Today we're gonna take a little bit of this tree for science, and we're gonna take it with us in a car ride, and let's see. This staircase with the X's on it, it's super creepy. This is very much alive, you can see inside. So my advice to anyone who has the balls to allegedly or not allegedly take a haunted item. If you don't want to die or bleed out of your mouth like I am today, and you take your haunted item and you put it in a glass jar. You don't want it to be too big. You want it to be good enough to just hold your haunted item, and then you say a little thank you to Mother Nature for this because this is from a tree, and you respect it, and you surround yourself with white light, and then you close the jar and then you put it away. You don't put it on your dashboard in the car. You don't leave it under the seat in the car. This is something that could possibly be harmful to another human or an animal, so we put it away safely, and we're gonna see what happens. We're giving back a little bit of another type of tree to her for what we took. It's always good to be respectful for such things. So always give back from what you took.